Scorpio, I'm hearing Jacob or Jack or Jackie, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, or checkups or check you out, or someone's checking you out constantly, or you work at a checkout centre or a delicatessen, or you go for a lot of checkups this year, Scorpio. So I'm going to channel a load of messages for you, then we're going to look into the tarot. But I also read in numbers, so 4 is also life path 4, Laura, Lucy, Lucifer, Capricorn. You could be dealing with a Capricorn or / Gemini, which would be a 6. So I read in numbers. You can watch this life path 4, Scorpio, or Aries even. Okay, but like I'm definitely hearing like check you out lawsuit. Some of you are going to court later on during the year. Definitely if you're dealing with a Libra. If you're coming from the number 2 or the Libra, there was a brouhaha with an Aries in reverse, and I actually realised who that is. Right, Christina? But yeah, so there was a huge Virgo brouhaha, spiritual warfare fight of witchcraft in that one. I didn't realise why it went so bizarre. But what I'm hearing is how bizarre that is, the fact that Elbazar, so Elzebub. So you got to be dealing with a Capricorn for a lot of you, or you are a Capricorn. But I definitely get you in like, I'm just checking up just to see how you are. Charlotte, Charmaine, Carmel, Mel, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie. Some of you have got a lawsuit going on this year. Okay, and that was definitely prominent if you've got like 2 like Libra, Virgo, you're dealing with Virgos, Libras. There was a fucking hell of a lot of paranoia and fights going on at work. Okay, but I'm not going to get into that one if you're not, because you'll have to Pisces. You could be dealing with a knot. If I say knot, you say Pisces, right? It's hanging from a tree. So you could be dealing with a 3 and a Trio or a Leo or an Aquarian /8. 2 8s. It's either Leo or Aquarius or both. Okay, in someone's chart, Charlotte, Web, Arachnophobia, Arachnid, Gencoin, Bitcoin. Some of you are looking into Bitcoin and transferring a load of money during jury. They keep saying judge, the jury, and the executioner, and the X. Some of you are having to go to court with the X. Okay, or the X-Men or Marvel. So some of you are Silver. So Silver's pussy's up in here, or the pussy. X-Men. So that came up through too, which was the X-Men, or a visit from the X. Okay, and it might be something to do with the Wolverine and oh man, y'all have to watch number 2. But I was saying Wolverine and the person that was in Marvel. Okay, and it was God, what is her name? She was a clairvoyant. She was clairvoyant, and she could do loads of stuff and blah blah blah, and she went crazy at the end. So someone's crazy for feeling so lonely. Someone's lonely, Laura, Lucy, Lucifer, Lulu. But I'm so crazy over you. Crazy over, and then crazy over you also. So something like that. I'm so crazy over you, but I'm so crazy over you. So there really could be a third party. Could be alchemy in you. Natalie came up in number 2. But I was definitely hearing like I'm crazy and I'm crazy over you, but I'm also craving, like I'm craving. Raven, John Craven, Raven, John Craven's news round. Get a round in 3. You got to be dealing with the Pisces. Sorry if this is weird channeling. We'll get to the grips of what it is. I just have to babble for a little bit and wait to see what comes through. So let's break it down a little bit. Let me just break it down to you one piece at a time, or can I just give you it one piece at a time? Like I'll give you a little bit at a time, not too much, just a little bit. Okay, or a tip. I'll give you a tip and I'll just put it all in, but some of you are all up in the phallic shit. Like I'll just put the tip in and I'll give you a tip, but only the tip. Like you can only see the tip of it. Okay, or like someone's got a very long dick or something, and like, well, I can give you the tip, but not all of it. Okay, or like I'll just give you one piece at a time, one step at a time towards the future, away from the past towards the future. I mean, is it Marty McFly? I don't know. Or like someone's flies, and like I'll undo it one piece at a time, and I'll unzip my fly one zip at a time. Scorpio, man, what is going on in your energy? Let's see, Lucy, Lucifer, man. There's a huge energy of Capricorn. There's that was it. Marvel, which was Silver, but Wolverine and what was her name? I said it in the Libra reading. God damn it, Wolverine and I can't remember. It was it's probably a name there for you, for a lot of you, of a person. But yeah, or Percy Baxter, something to do with Perce or Baxter, Perel also. So you could be dealing with a drug addict. There's somewhere here of addiction and drugs somewhere. somewhere over the rainbow. 10 of Cups, Pisces. Man, you're giving me a run for my money, Scorpio. So you're dealing with a 7, life path 7, Cancerian for some of you. Okay, and I'm going to give you a run for your money. The money or your life. Stand and deliver, whoa, whoa, money or your life. Some of you, basically, it's going to court. Let's go down to a simple message. Cynthia, Steve, Sarah, Sassy. Something to do with around going to court with the ex. Okay, a courtroom drama, making a drama out of a crisis. Darren, Darnell or Darren or Danielle Martin. That's the Libra energy. She had Scorpio energy up. Man, if you didn't. So yeah, some of you got dealing with like Libra or 2 energies somewhere. There was a lot of busy energy in the last reading I did of 2. And it was so complicated because there was paranoia. There was a lot of fucking paranoia there. Annoya. Nora Jones. Nora. Noel. Nigel. Nicole. Kidman. Man, listen, sorry, you guys are going to get very bored because I can't pick up a clear goddamn signal. So then Claire. Could be moving. Man, we're always come to the energy of moving. Like, are things going to move any faster than what they are? Are you going to move in with me, or am I moving in with you, or is anybody going to make a move? Like, or are we just going to sit doing the same thing? Stephen, like, are we just going to sit and do the same thing and not really get anywhere, just keep doing the same thing? Like, I mean, let's just like keep doing the same thing over and over again. Just eat, read, love. Or like just keep reading cards and doing the same thing daily. Like I keep doing daily readings, or like I keep looking at you daily and day in and day out and day in. Saying Colin or Day. Pulling a night shift. Night workers or light workers. But like night shifts. Pulling a night shift. So y'all got like 24-hour shifts or something like that. Like people that work at... Man, I'm just going over the same old shit. Sorry, Scorpio, it's come to yours and it's the same. But it's people that work at hospitals, shift work, night shifts, people that work for the elderly. Okay, check you out, David Swimmer. So check 1, 2, something to do with around like rapping, music and artists. Studying, it came through the other readings. Studying, final year, my final degree. Fahrenheit, someone's a cook or a chef. And it involves putting things into an oven, okay, and or someone that works at like a delicatessen. They're like, yes, madam, you next, swipe left, swipe right, or like you just deal with a lot of customers, and it's okay, madam, what would you like next? Okay, next person. Unless you're just dating a lot, or Charlotte, or unless you work somewhere where there's just loads of people that come in and you deal with one at a time. I can only deal with one at a time. So it might be people that do like tarot card readings, personal ones, one at a time. Form an orderly queue. An orderly. See, there is someone here of like that goes to hospitals and stuff like that. Checkups at hospitals, works at hospital. Form an orderly queue, like an orderly. Okay, or queuing. B&Q works in a place where there's foods and there's loads of other things like clothes, Tesco's, that kind of thing. Okay, Stephen, thing, that kind of thing. Well, actually, I just got his t-shirt from Tesco. It's a little bit tight at the moment, but I'm growing into it. I've actually started my soup diet today, and I'm actually really fucking enjoying it. Any of you out there had a Morphy Richards soup maker? So I've just started making soup now, so I'm starting my diet today. It started today. Okay, so starting today, because I have a Scorpio rising and God knows where else, so like, starting today, as persist as we mean to go on. Ronald. Man, please give me a straight, direct message. I don't think there is one. I think no one can really ever give you a direct, clear signal. Like, there's like, yes, no, yes, dunno, maybe, yeah. Like a 2 Libra, like maybe, dunno, yeah. Or like there's a court date that's coming up for a lot of you. a court date, or like this court. Like, so when I say court, you say landing net. When I say landing net, you say fish. So Pisces. So, like landing a deal, or like landing a fish, like, and I have to land. So you have to land to a hoe, or go to a hoe, or go to a home. So there's an elderly person here that lives in a home, like looking after an elderly person that lives in a home. Again, it came through on a 2. And it was around Aries, which is 4, which is you guys. And so if you watch the Libra reading, Aries and Scorpio came up hugely in that reading because it was 4s. And there was Pisces in it, there was 3. And it was either to do with parents, grandparents, and work and paranoia. People at work, people fighting with people at work, fucking elderly people. Or like, sorry about that, Scorpio. That was the doctors. I was trying to sort out my Anvestil and Anvastatin and God knows what else, man. It's just fucking doctors. What was I saying? So, like, loads of different doctors' appointments. Someone that works at an elderly hospital. People that work for an elderly home. There was people that work in a shop and God knows what else. And it was either to do with the elderly. Loads of fights at work over, like, people that work in a hospital, like elderly people where they work for the elderly, people that work in a shop where there's loads of people. There was paranoia, there was fucking fighting over different things throughout the year. It started off quite well in the 2, and then it went to fucking shit, and then it got very mixed up, where I couldn't tell whether it was love life, parents, grandparents, people getting involved, whether it was love life mixed in with like other things that were going on throughout the year. But it was a very busy, chaotic year. Okay, and I think you're a part of that, and I think it's to do with work mainly, okay, and like moving for some, like moving department or work, like, and there's a lot of people there where you work, like, there's a hell of a lot of people, and there was like fucking, like, sorry, but it was like a Virgo energy that was hugely in that, and there was control, narcissism, shouting, paranoia, fucking like moving, won't move, won't budge, won't go, like Barry. But like but the trouble is that the same cards come out through Cancerian, Life Path 7. They came out through Leo when I did that, but that's also Aquarian. And all the same kind of cards, because I've been using 2 decks throughout the readings, they've all been kind of coming out the same, but different kind of messages. And the one where it got very difficult was Libra. Okay, which was where I was saying on Patreon, it was mainly to do with all of you people with Lee, and everybody that's having to go to court over children this year. And it got very goddamn argumentative, very fucking awkward. 5 of Swords, 9 of Wands, Virgo involved, like, and it's, and I think it is. I think it's that people like Elijah and Lee and like people, you know, all last year and now this year, you're having to go to court and wait. And that was hugely over on Patreon. And I couldn't work it out whether it was your friends or family and or Lee, and then like loads of like children being involved and fucking arguing with Scorpio energies, and like I think that mainly that really came out in 2. So if you can't find that 2 placement, just look for your life path and add it together with another life path and see if it's there, right? Because if you're not going to court and you've not got any kind of problems around loads of people at work and stuff like that, and elderly people and children being involved, then yeah, find that reading over on Patreon. But yeah, there is something to do with like a grandmother and a matriarch, and like a grandmother and siblings and families, and one having to leave a family member to go towards another person because of distance. But it was mainly involving Evie and the shit that you've been going through for God knows how long, refusing to fucking move across the world to the other person. And Virgo energy, and fucking still going through the same shit all year long because they live in Afghanistan and you live in America or wherever it is, and it's like fucking halfway across the world and God knows what else, and like it's too far for me to travel and I'm not travelling and I wanted blah 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 right? And it is a hell of a lot of that in your reading, and it's either involving a Libra or a Libra placement, or the 2 numbers that come together. It's involving children, and if it isn't, it's just involving parents and grandparents. Okay, I couldn't tell whether it was the love life that was going wrong or whatever. Trevor, even Tracy Trickle, tribunal, going to court. This year, yeah, man, it's mainly this reading here. Like I said, if you're like love lives to go and find, don't never relate things just to that, you know, because it can be anything. But like if you really want to know, then you're going to have to reach out for a personal reading there. But I don't really do yearly readings for an individual because it's the same. I keep my prices the same, okay? So it's difficult for me to price up a yearly reading for everybody. But like if you're that worried, because there's something about worrying about nothing. Like I always seem to be worried. Like all the time I'm fucking worrying and worrying and worrying and panicking and worrying and like just... it sounds so much like my mother. But like, I don't know. Like someone that just worries and worries and worries and worries. And like, were these original or like, is it original? Are they authentic or are they not authentic? Or are they being honest or not? Or are they lying or not? Or... paranoia, it's fucking paranoid, man. Paranoid. Don't go back with your exes. If your exes have been like this, your ex-men, because your ex-men came up. If this is exes, man, don't go back into that situation because it's full of fucking paranoia and fucking schizophrenia and fucking shit like that, man. If y'all guys are not broke free from a past, go towards the future. Because there's a fucking huge energy here of like... But like I said to anybody, right... So if you split up with an ex, right, you split up with an ex, I can't never tell you who it is that ends up with somebody, but somebody always goes off into a lesson. So your ex, say for instance, say if you've split up, you broke up, you are no longer seeing somebody, and they break up and they go off and they meet someone else, or they got a friend or a mother or a father, and they go off into a lesson with another person. That can be, say, in this reading, right? So say they can already know a number 4 or an Aries, or they get to know an Aries, and then they go off into a karmic cycle and they watch this reading and think, fuck, I'm no longer watching it for my ex. I'm now, you know, do you know what I'm saying? So you never know if this is an ex that's kind of like involved in this, or it's not the fact that they're involved with you anymore. It's just the fact that they're involved with... Fuck, who is involved here? Like, I think there's a lot of people involved. Like, it's involving a hell of a lot of people. Evolving spiritually. Evolving. Man, I cannot... for the life of Raya, Jackie Raya, Funeral Pyre Mayer, John Mayer? That's an artist. Mayer, John. What is going on, Ron? What is going on, John? What on earth is going on, John? John's Gone Wrong. There you go. There's a good song. John's Gone Wrong. John's Gone Wrong. Someone's wrong in the head or just wrong all the time. Like, fuck, whatever I do, I'm always wrong. I say the wrong thing, always at the wrong time. Like, you just say the wrong thing and it just rubs me up the fucking wall, and you're saying the wrong thing, Steve. Steve, you're saying the wrong... Fucking that typical, man. I could see me getting it in the ear all this year. Steve, you're always doing the wrong thing. Oh, God, who's that? It's probably my mother. But, like, wrong thing. Wrong thing? I'm always... My fucking name's John, and I'm always doing wrong. Don't know what on earth is going on in your energy. Well, let's find out. Let's stop babbling. Sorry if I can't give you a long descriptive channeled message like I have a lot of other people. Because I think mainly it's around court, and I think I'm just going to get caught up in all of that. Like, someone's got a load of fucking drama here, and they're like, I really don't want to get caught all up in that. Like, I really don't want to get tangled all up in this fucking knot. Like I just don't want to get tangled up with it. Tangled up and played. Like, I just don't want to get played for a fool. And I just don't want to get tangled up in all of this shit anymore. Okay. It's a bit like a fish being caught in a net. Or the name Minette or Mimet or something like that. It's like a Pisces, like, being caught in a net. And they get all tangled up in the net and they're like, fuck, how do I get out of this fucking jam? Like, how do I get out of this? So, Jan. So it is, man. It's man, Jan. It's to do with... I told you, like I was saying this in the Libra, if you're part of my Patron, I talk more freely over there. But I was saying it was involving this Libra energy I used to work with, and they have a driving company and a taxi company, and her son is also called Steve, and there's Libra energies there, which has got Scorpio in it, and it was all to do with this schoolyard of like, fuck, it's that energy. There's a Pisces right in the middle of it, like just knocking everybody off, or someone's just knocking the Pisces off all the time, or like, because I was saying where I used to work there was a Pisces, because I am a Pisces, bruv, but I don't give a fuck. I was involved with like a long time ago with a Piscean just person, not a thing, like, you know, it's a person fucking that narcissistic that it caused that much trouble at work that it really wasn't worth the fucking effort. And yeah, it could be that, like at work, like he's fucking fighting about work and shit all the time. I don't know. Let's see anyway. Let's hope that your tarot shows you different, because if you're Scorpios and you've got court dates and children and marriages and exes and divorces, then that's going to be the majority of the reading, really, to be honest. But let's see, because I can feel it's going to be a very bitty reading for you, and it's going to show me little bits and then bits of confusion gone wrong and like, oh fuck, what is going on? There's bollocks. So let's see. It's bound to go wrong. Something's bound to go wrong. Let's see. Someone always looks on the fucking dark side of life. Like, they never look on the bright side, they always look on the dark side of life. Like, oh, it's bound to go wrong. Everything is always about to go wrong. It's bound to go wrong. You don't go because it'll go wrong. Right? Scorpio. Let's see. Scorpio for 2022. For Scorpio. The star, Aquarius, 8s and Leos. Okay. So it's a star man waiting, and that's what is going on with my fucking Barnet this morning, bruv. Fuck. You're right. Anyway, yeah, destiny. You are my destiny. So I'm also hearing Denise Hater. Or like, yeah, metaphysical. This is my dream. This is the dream of mine. It's my dream, not your dream, my dream. I'm dreaming about you. 11 o'clock. Someone dreams quite a lot of the person. They're always dreaming. Lot, Charlotte, Laura, Lucy, Lulu, Lucifer, Capricorn, maybe. But like, I'm always dreaming of you. I'm always watching you. I always have my eye on you. I feel you. Do you feel me? Because I feel you too. 2, Libra. 2. There's a Libra energy here. Scorpio for 2022. So heading towards the North Star. Sorry, did I say Libra? Scorpio. Sorry. Did I? Oh, fuck, I don't know, bruv. What is going on with me today? Scorpio. So there you are anyway. In your prime time. Prime came up. Optimus Prime. Someone doing a car up or a van, or the name Van or Helsing or Van. Optimus Prime. And I was like, why do you keep telling me Optimus Prime? And it was to do with a transformer. Like, I am transforming a car and making it into a living mobile, like a mobile home. Or I'm moving home. Or like I'm leaving home. Or like I'm looking for a home. Okay, and I have no place to go and I'm looking for a home. But Transformers was to do with around like, okay, I've got a car and I'm going to transform it into a better model. So someone's off towards like someone that's really attractive. Same reading. Really attractive, or like I'm trading places from you to you, or I'm transforming a car into a mobile home and I'm going to live in a caravan or a mobile home, or I have a car and it's a project and I'm going to do it up like a drag racer or something like that, or someone's a drag here, like a I don't know, or like a yeah, dressed in drag. So you could have a same-sex relationship type sort of thing here, someone like a drag queen. Is what I'm hearing. Drag queen. Dragon. The dragon. Something to do with dragon's lair. Dragon. Dragar. What the fuck is Dragar? Reagan. Ronald Reagan. Really? Is it fucking Ronald Reagan? What do you want, bruv? Ronald. Reagan. Fagin. Scorpio for 2022. Sorry, Scorpio, we'll get there. I don't know. It's like I can't see my way out. I can't see my way. Like, there's something blocking me, right? There's something blocking my way. Like, just get out my way. Just please stop. Keep fussing and fighting. Will you please just get out of my way and stop fussing? Like, just, oh no, and you're like, oh, just stop fussing. Please stop. Keep fussing, right? But like, I definitely keep picking up that someone's just like a a very fussy energy. Like they're very like, oh, you're like, oh God, like very fussy and fussy and fussy. Okay, like smothering, smouldering mother or something like that. Just fuss, like, let's just fuss about everything. Or the name Russell Crowe, Brandon Lee. This is the end, beautiful friend. This is the end of a beautiful friendship. Can we stay friends, or is this the end? It's the end. No, this is the end. This is the end. Beautiful friend. This is the end. My only friend. The end. My only... Someone died here. Someone actually died, and it was the end of their life. End of life. Because it's either people that work for the elderly, okay, and it's they work nil by mouth for the elderly, and it's the end of life. Or this is the end of your life. This is your life. With Michael Aspel. Someone's at hospital a lot. Like, they're always at hospital. Ill. Very ill. This person is very ill. Or if it isn't, you just work there. But somebody died here, like physically lost. Because this is lost someone. Like I lost. This is lost. Laura, Lucy, Lucifer. But like I've lost someone. Like lost. The lost, but as soon as I lost someone, I found someone. As soon as I gave up, I found you. What the fuck is that? Is this now? Or Al, or Alison, or Ali? But like, once you were lost, but now you are found. That's a song there, right? Once I was lost, but now I found. Once I was lost, but now I found. They will keep on Keith, Kelly. But something is lost and something is found. They will keep on speaking her name. Some things change, but some stay the same. They will always carry on. 'Cause something is lost and something is found. So as I lost you, I actually found you. So is this something that's over here? Like it's over, and as it finishes or finished, the other person found them dead. Why do I keep hearing I found them dead? But I found them, which means it's past tense. I found you in the past. Past tense. So is it waiting for a funeral or something like that, and it's past tense, but it's very tense, like an intense feeling, like it's very intense, like it's very strong, like very intense. Because it's very like fixed, like it's very like strong and like a fixture. Dolly mixture. What the fuck is that? Dolly mixtures? Sweets? Someone keeps eating a lot of sweets. Dolly mixtures. Or they're a dolly. Or they're a doll. Or they got a blow up doll. But they look like a doll maybe. A doll. Adultery. What the fuck? Adultery. I committed adultery. What is that? I committed adultery? Bruv, I'm hearing I committed murder. What the fuck is that, man? Are you going to court? Someone going to court for, like, adultery or fucking court or something? That's what I keep hearing. Like, I committed an offence. Scorpio for 2022. Five of Swords in reverse. Some of you are just trying to stop fighting. Like, please just stop fighting. Just stop, keep fucking fighting me and go with me. Why won't you be with me? Is this an ex saying it, or why won't you be with me? Why won't you be with me? Why can't I be with someone? Eileen. Why can't I be there? I'll be there. Jackson, Jackie, Julian, Jason, Justy, chastity? Chastity belt? Go gadget chastity belt. Or somebody gives someone the belt, like whoosh, like whiplash. Or a lass, someone from up north. Belt. Delta. Someone's doing a Della or Delta. But gamma, delta, that's like rays of light. Sunshine? But that's like doing like meditation. Delta, gamma, ray. Gamma rays. Okay, is somebody going for like for cancer? Like where they have to go and have like a smear test or something, and they have to like have what do they call that when you've got something in you and you have to have like rays, gamma rays or something. Like I have to have God, I don't know what it's called, man. I have lost my head. I mean, is that a sign? Like, I feel like I've lost my fucking head. Like, I think I've lost my way. I can't seem to find my way out of this. Like, it seems to be getting deeper and deeper, and I can't seem to find my way out. It's kind of like I seem to be finding myself deeper and deeper in trouble, and I can't seem to find my way out of it. Because I keep hearing neuron surgery, like stem cell therapy or neuron therapy or something, or neuroceptors. Why do I keep hearing that? Like neuroceptor, neurons. Croutons and neurons. I mean, soup. I'm actually making soup, but I'm not putting croutons in it. But like croutons. So actually, I'll just watch this. Just have a break a second because I need to give my head time to think. I need time to think. Yeah, something to do. I need time to think. But yeah, I started making this soup today, and I looked back on a video that was the magician's table, and I was going to put it up on this website that I'm trying to open for Google, and I downloaded it and looked at it and thought, oh my god, how much thinner I was when I just did that magician's table during the year, and how much weight that I've put on since then. I was shocked. I was really shocked myself. I was like, fucking hell, it's the first time I'd watched a video of mine where I was a lot thinner, and that's the magician's table. Psychic medium talks about something, witchcraft and whatnot. See, in the two, Virgo were very much prominent, where I said there's a bruja, the lion, the witch, and the wardrobe, and the bruja. You guys dabbling around with that, it's not going to work. Because I said brew, which was someone in Australia. This is putchy all day fucking long. But like a brew, I said it's either like making a load of soup or a brew, or it's like someone from Australia, or that they say you're right there, bro. Okay, like South African or something like that, and they say brew. But I keep hearing a bruja. Bruja. It's a fucking witch. Well, that's Christina. Aries in reverse. Y'all got a fucked up year, Christina. You have. It's all coming back to you now. Trust me, all of that bruja shit. You have got a bad fucking year if you're an Aries person doing that. Oh, oh dear. It doesn't turn out very well for you, put it that way. You get it all come back. Or a Scorpio doing it, I don't fucking know. I don't really give a fuck, because I don't believe in it, me, but, you know, it was definitely there. Virgo was a huge instigator in the middle of all of this fucking chaos. Because it was paranoia, fucking schizophrenia, fucking... I mean, I don't know, let's see, Scorpio, what's going on with Scorpio through 2022? A Fool, a new beginning. Why do I feel this very uneasy feeling around this reading? Like it just feels like a very uneasy feeling. Is it nervous? Like I feel very nervous. Because there's an approaching energy of the Fool of like, well, we're going to have to meet up at some point. Because if this is Evie, for the last 4 years, Evie, you've been going through that with this same goddamn person, where he lives on one end of the earth and you live on the other end of the earth. Well, what on earth makes you feel you can be together if you're not going to move there? You've already took his $500 ring. Right? For God's sake. One of you is going to have to move here. You got to move. Someone has to make a move on someone here. Because there's an opportunity of the Fool to say this is a whole new fresh start and a whole new beginning of life. And if that means me moving this year, then it'll be a new start. It will be slightly nerve-wracking, but at least we can give it a go. Because some people don't even want to give it a go. They want to fucking just drop it before they even try. You know. Like, but there is chance of movement here of the Fool, of like having to discuss about a meeting one another this year is the Fool energy. Talking about it. Let's see, Scorpio, what they got coming up, please, for what heavy reading, man. I can just feel it. Scorpio for 2022. Libra, 2. There's the 2. There's the Libra. This is all to do with court, narcissistic ex playing games with you that you're having to go to court with and fight over here. In the Libra reading, I said it was a friend of a person, and there was paranoia. It was like, I'm getting paranoid that everybody's fucking against me and fucking everything. Like, everybody at work's fucking fighting with me. They're all chatting and talking behind my back. And like, complete and utter paranoia. Like, someone that had equivalently started to lose their fucking mind here. And Libra in the reading, you see, Libra is always still, no matter what number you look at, it's still going to represent work and court-related things. Libra, Scorpio for 2022. 6 of Wands, victorious. Victor or Victorian Cross. Is there a widow? There's a widow here. Because I picked up Charlotte's Web and a widow spider. So I'm also picking up like a widow. Like a widow. Okay. Doesn't want to move on, but kind of does. But having to wait for justice. So I'm having to wait for an answer before I know I can do it. I'm having to wait for something to happen first so we can move forward. I'm having to wait first before I get the go-ahead so I can move. I'm needing you to say yes as I say yes so we can actually be together. So we can actually meet each other this year. I mean, this is a strong connection. I'm probably just not doing a very good job of, like, not doing a very good job. Not doing a very good job of it. Robert? What is going on with this heavy feeling around this reading? Because the truth is, it's like, you know me as people that, I'm not about new people, I'm sorry, but you'll probably find this is extremely shit. But the people that have followed me for quite some time, you know that when I'm channeling, I can normally like really give you like a clear message and it flows. Sometimes it doesn't. And I don't know what that is. It's like there is something suspicious, like suspicious minds. Like I am really suspicious. I'm caught in a trap. I can't hold back. Because I love you too much, baby. Like, I'm fear that I love you too much. Like, I fear that I love you so much that I'm afraid of love. Like, I'm afraid of loving you too much. Because you've got a Scorpio energy here in a 4, which is you guys, which is an extremely loving sign. But it's like this, to the extreme, like, I'm worried about loving you that much, but I do, because I'm loving you, right? And I'm worried the fact that you're going to love me too much or I love you too much. Like, and I'm slightly nervous about loving you that much that I'm coming to the realization that I'm prepared to give up anything for you. Like I would give anything. Like I would give anything to be able to be with you. Like, I really would. I would give up whatever it is to be with you. I would give it up. I don't mean like I would give up life altogether, but like I would give up things in my life to be with you. Like, I would. And there's this nervous feeling around the reading of like where someone half opens up and half closes down, but sort of opens up and then feels nervous, but is intensely, like, it's such an intense connection. Like, it's so intense, because justice can be like a very nervous energy, because it can be like, I have to go for a job interview and I have to turn up fresh. I have to go to college and I have to turn up in front of loads of people, or a TED Talks or something. But like, I'm really nervous because it could be like I'm coming up to a date and I don't know what the answer's going to be. Like, I haven't been given that answer, because justice is also what's hidden behind the veil of a two, because it would relate to the high priestess, right? So what it's showing me is this intense connection, but this nervous feeling of, I don't know what the future's going to bring, but what I do know is how I feel. But what I also feel at the same time is extremely nervous of waiting for the Libra energy to see what happens when I get to court, or when I get there. Like, when I get there, what is going to happen? When I get this job and I move in, what's going to happen if I move in job? If I leave a state or a town or a country, what's going to happen when I get there? Do you know what I mean? When we finally get to Libra, what's going to happen? When I finally get my results, what's going to happen? Am I going to be able to get a job? If I get the results from the hospital, what is it going to say? If it's like, you know, if I've got like an underlying extremely bad condition, what is the hospital going to say? Like, that'd be a nervous like thing. Okay. Can even be a date. Like a date. Like, I'm nervous because I haven't dated in so long that I don't know what I'm doing, but I kind of do because I feel intensely about you. But I still feel nervous. Because it could be where someone has been gaslit that much. Like, because the hermit can be a gaslighting energy, right? And it can be like, I've been gaslit that much by things that I'm very nervous at when it comes to approaching a date. Okay. But the Six of Wands is here to say, no, I'm confident. Like, I really am confident that things will go though. Because it feels like a discussion. Do you think things will work out? Do you think things will, like, you know, if I was to come and visit or stay or see you, do you think that it would work out? And there's an energy of like a Libra, Capricorn or Gemini to say yes. There might be this lead up to this marriage. This marriage. Like, if I was to ask you, would you say yes? If I was to ask you out, would you say yes? Like, someone might have like a right thing for a person, and it comes to the crunch where they say, look, do you want to make this official? Do you want to make this official? And do you want to like class ourselves as boyfriend, girlfriend? And you reach to that point where it's like, I really want to ask this person a question. Like, I want to pop the question. Because it can be that, because we are looking at a yearly reading. And it's like, I want to pop the question, and I'm really nervous for what the answer is going to be. But this card is a very prominent yes card, because it's like, well, I can't believe you asked. Like, I can't believe you asked me. Or I can't believe you found me. Because it's kind of like that shock of like, well, man, I'm fucking shocked. Like, how the fuck do you like me? Do you know what I mean? Like, how on earth do you, like, want to be with me? Why do you want to be with me? And they're like, well, I like you for you. Like, I don't like you for anything else. I like it because I like who you are. And it's like this nervous feeling that seems to be approaching this court date or this thing of like, I can't believe that you said yes. I can't believe that you popped the question. Or you asked a question and I gave you a reply of like, yeah, I would. Because it could even be a question of like, I love you. You know, some people really struggle to say that, and they're like, no, I do. Because that's a marriage. It's either a divorce or marriage is Libra. Okay, so it's kind of like a commitment of a strong relationship, commitment, court, yes or no answer. But like, it can be like this energy of like, yes, I do feel the same as you do. And it's like a shock to the system of like, I can't believe this is really happening. I can't believe I'm about to pop the question. Or I can't believe the fact that I would spend the rest of my life with you here. Because I think that, I think there's an ending as a beginning is like type sort of feeling where some of you have got quite a lot going on with like an ex and stuff like that maybe, or family and work. But then you've also kind of got this new vibrant fresh energy of like something of court, or like a like I can't believe the fact that you agreed to this. Like you agreed to it and I asked you and you agreed and you said yes. So what we do, because it might even be like a pregnancy or a baby and someone's never been a mother or a father before, and they're like, they pop the question and they say to marriage or something, but they also say like, okay, I'm pregnant, and you're like, well, I've never been a father before, and you, excuse me, like, and you've never had to like be a father, and you're like, bruv, we're really throwing caution to the wind, and I've never done this before, but I can't believe I'm finding myself doing it for you, like, you know, moving in, getting married or having children. I can't believe that I would do that. Like, you know, it's like this nervous question of like, well, it's here, and the question has probably been popped already, and pop goes Louisel, or Louise, or Lulu, or Lucy, or Laura, but like the question is already there, it just needs answering. It's kind of like, if I was to ask you out, would you accept? If I was to say, like, I want to be with you, and I would move to you, or I would do this, would you agree to that? Would you say yes? Because Libra is like terms and conditions of Taurus as well. It's like, there are going to need to be, because it would be like mortgage, house, homes, like merging businesses together, or like merging something together and moulding it as, or Mulder and Scully, the X-Files, right? But like, if I was to ask you, what would you answer? And it's like, yes, I would. So that's either like a marriage, a commitment, or it's like the actual conception of, like, where it starts to go ahead and you start to make plans for the future of that. And there's an energy of Gemini, Capricorn, Libra being the one that wins the argument, or wins over the person. Like, they win them over with charm or charisma or something, but they win the energy. It goes towards them. Because it could even be like a managerial job, something like that. Like, you get promoted, and you go right up in the ranks. And like, I just like got promoted. I just got given like a fucking chance of a lifetime here. Like, I just got given a gift, or I was blessed with something, and I'm blessed with, I don't know, fucking good looks or a big dick. I don't know. But like, I got blessed and I got given you. It's kind of like this very gobsmacked energy of like, I can't believe that I'm blessed that much that God give me you. It might be like a soulmate. Like, I can't believe that after all of this shit I've been through, I've finally got to this stage, right, in my life where suddenly life doesn't seem to have much meaning apart from you. And I'm thinking all sorts of shit. Because life doesn't have any meaning without you in it anymore, because you're in it to win it. And it's kind of like this feeling of like, by the time I get to this stage, like, it's kind of like going first base, second base, third base. And it's kind of like maybe a chance talking and seeing each other, but the fall might be where someone says, okay, now we're going to have to really dive in deep now, and let's meet up. Let's fucking have a holiday, and I'm going to fly over, I'm going to drive over to see you. Okay, and when I do, that's like this nervous feeling of like, right, fuck it, let's just do it. Let's just throw balls to the wall, bruv, and let's just do it, right? Put balls in the bath. They say that in, where do they say that? I think it's Ireland or Scotland, I don't know. Put the balls in the bath. Or Bath. London. But like, let's do it. Let's do it. It could even be, let's go to Las Vegas and elope and just get fucking married. Something like that. Like, let's just elope. Here we go, Loopy Lou. Lucy, Laura, Louise, Louisiana. Yeah, I definitely keep picking up this energy of like it's approaching crunch time and the Fool is like, fuck it, let's just do it. And let's just go for it. Let's just see what happens. And then it comes very good unless we're clarified and it goes to shit. But at the minute it's pronouncing. See, I pronounce you now man and wife. There's this energy of this marriage that's been going through the readings of other stuff that I've done or Putji. But like it's all been like, I now pronounce you fucking King Joffy Joffer. Like, I don't know, someone gets, like, they get married into money. They get married into, like, because I'm just picking up, like, King Joffy Joffer. Right? So it might be someone like a prince or a princess or, like, someone that's, like, really attractive or something. Like, if you look at Coming to America, he made out that he was fucking, you know, working at McDonald's and, you know, fuck knows what else, and that he didn't have anything about him that was any good, and he wanted to find somebody that was like, that loved him for him or her, but just liked that person for that person. And then obviously through Coming to America, right at the end, he said that he was actually a prince, right? But she'd fell in love with him before she knew that. So what they're getting me to look at is the representation of Coming to America, which means, like, the analogy is, I want you to love me or like me for me, not for how I look or for what I have, of like either money, appearance or anything else. I want you to see me for who I am and not for what I have or what I don't have. I want you to accept me for that and nothing else. Because that is just a message there. That's what they get me to look at, which is the analogy of Coming to America. Like prince and queen. Sometimes you have to kiss a few frogs to get to a prince. But like, you know, like, because I keep picking up those analogies of like, I can't believe that, like, you want to be with me. And then it's kind of like that frog and prince type sort of thing. But then also the energy of like the Coming to America of like, I've been searching for someone all of this time that can actually just see me as a person that works at fucking, I don't know, like works at McDonald's, for instance, but really I'm not. I'm like an undercover millionaire, or like I'm, you know, a prince, but it doesn't have to be. Or Bel Air or something, Prince of Bel Air, Tim, or like Will Smith, right? But like I'm an undercover person making out that I'm really nothing, but I really am something. Okay, and that is what I like about you, is the fact that you don't see me as a prince or princess. You just actually see me as Joe Bloggs that works at a fucking. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that analogy of love here, and that I think we got to the grips of it here. I think that's what that is, Scorpio. I think that's why it's took me so long to figure out what the fuck is going on, because there's this very nervous feeling but there's this very intense emotional one as well, like an emotional roller coaster. Okay. Ooh, that was a heavy one. So I think we got there in the end. Yeah. So yeah, stick in there. So if you, sorry, I'm fucking completely lost now. Laura, Lucy, Lucifer, L's above Capricorn involved. But yeah, if you want to join, okay, it'll be the full access bundle only full access bundle. You can find the link provided below. Okay, fucking all the normal spiel. Fucking Steven Spielberg. I'm also hearing a writer, a novelist, someone that's doing like writing books and stuff like that. Right. paperback writer writing books, a novelist, journals, fucking Stephen King, like just something, or writing a journal about Steve or something, I don't know. Right, if you want to join us, the full access bundle, you can find the link below. Thanks very much, Libra. Sorry, Scorpio. Sorry, I've been doing Scorpio. I am fucking lost. I don't know why. Scorpio, right. Okay, guys. Thanks for trust me, I've been saying Scorpio. It's just these signs here, they're really kind of showing me quite a lot in my head. I need to just stop and get on with it. If you want to join, the link's provided below. It's on the full access bundle. I'll see you later.